live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, the search for a missing New Sweden girl continues since she's been gone for almost 2 months. Plus, 13 people have been arrested in a cross-state drug trafficking conspiracy. And there's a new $4 million tiny home park in Bangor. We'll get a glimpse. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith and thank you for tuning in today. Happy Friday. We have a lot of local news to get to. It has been a busy week for local police departments, so let's dive right into it. I know it's raining outside right now. We're likely to get a little more rain, so let's get a look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Hey Emma, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Irish Collision Center. Irish Collision Center offers expert repairs with a 3D frame measuring system, aluminum repair equipment. Our recent expansion boosts capacity, faster service. We're dedicated to quality every time. Visit us today. Here we go. So we do have a small crowd advisory that is posted until 11 a.m. this morning, just right out the coast here, and other areas also under a gale warning through this morning as well. So these advisories are starting to drop later this morning as the wave heights start to go down just a bit. But we are watching some more activity that's moving in from the south and west and going to the north and east. A little bit of rain overnight, but now there's a little bit more further down to the south that we'll be tracking in throughout the daytime period today. So it will be a wet one for us. So raincoats and umbrellas will be your friends, along with some windshield wipers if you're going to be driving out and about today as well. So futurecast moving forward, plenty of rain passing through. It will start to back off for a while this evening with more rain on the way as we head towards early Saturday morning, along with those gusty winds. Today, those gusty winds can reach up to around 25 to even 30 miles per hour at times, backing off for a bit overnight. But then once we head towards tomorrow, we will be watching the winds going up again. Upper 40s today, rain likely. It will be windy, and that east wind gusting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing rain on the way with temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. We'll have a look at that full 5-day a little later on. Well, first thing this morning, Maine State Police have released 2 new photos of a missing New Sweden girl in an effort to help find her. 14-year-old Stephanie Demron was last seen walking into the woods near her home on September 24th. A post by the state police says investigators have conducted many interviews and followed up on leads in Maine, nationally, and in Canada. The Maine Warden Service and Maine State Police have searched large parcels of land near her last known location. State police say the new photos show a younger Stephanie. The most recent one is the one with a flower in her hair. Stephanie is described as 5 feet tall with green eyes and shoulder-length brown hair. She was last seen wearing blue jeans, a long-sleeve blue shirt, and black Harley-Davidson hiking boots. Anyone with any information is encouraged to call the Maine State Police Holton Barracks. A man accused of shooting at his father-in-law in Milo will spend 6.5 years in prison. 53-year-old David Barry pled guilty to attempted murder in connection with the incident that happened in April. The victim told police that Barry had emptied the magazine on him and had reloaded. Police say all the shots that were fired missed the victim. Barry will also be on probation for 3 years after serving his sentence. Wednesday morning, police arrested a Bangor man following a traffic stop. According to Bangor Police Sergeant Jason McAmbly, the passenger, 31-year-old Mark Perkins, was identified as the suspect in a burglary in which firearms were stolen, along with other items. Perkins was taken to the Penobscot County Jail. He is charged with a felony count of burglary, along with 3 felony counts of theft. McAmbly says Perkins admitted to committing multiple thefts in the Bangor area and told police where to find the firearms and stolen items. The firearms were recovered after a search of an Ohio Street home on Wednesday evening. According to McAmbly, Bangor detectives and evidence techs located the firearms in the residence, as well as the other items believed to have been taken in other burglaries in Bangor. He says additional charges will be forthcoming. 13 people have been indicted in a cross-state drug trafficking conspiracy that used social media apps to facilitate drug distribution and the trade of firearms for drugs. 5 of those people are from Maine. 38-year-old Robert Arrington of Bangor and 34-year-old William Wheelock of Windham have not yet been arrested. 39-year-old Amanda Camera of Fairfield and 28-year-old Moses Losek of Portland are in state custody on unrelated charges. 38-year-old Alexander Wilson of Belfast was arrested during a traffic stop on Searsport Avenue in Belfast. He's facing several charges, including federal conspiracy to commit drug trafficking, state warrants for possession of methamphetamine, and violations of conditions of release. Authorities say the investigation began in October of 2023 when law enforcement got information about a drug distributor in Massachusetts conducting high-volume narcotics deals by text and a social media messaging app. They traced the social media accounts to Maine and New Hampshire. Bangor police have arrested a man who allegedly shot a person on Franklin Street Wednesday night. According to Bangor Police Sergeant Jason McAmbley, police were called to Franklin Street just after 9 p.m. on Wednesday after it was reported that a person had been shot and the suspect was leaving the scene. The suspect was known to the victim, and authorities were able to identify the suspect as 37-year-old Todd Whitman of Herman. A vehicle believed to be operated by Whitman was located and refused to stop, leading police on a short chase until the pursuit was called off. Officers later located Whitman on foot in Bangor on the Davis Road and took him into custody. Whitman is being held at the Penobscot County Jail and is facing several charges. 2 people are facing charges after Fairfield police responded to a complaint about people being threatened with a weapon. Fairfield officer Casey Dugas says the call came in just after 2 a.m. on Thursday morning. He says when officers arrived on location, the alleged victims were able to provide physical descriptions as well as a vehicle description for the 2 individuals that had reportedly threatened them with edged weapons. A few minutes later, a vehicle matching that description was located on the Skowhegan Road. 36-year-old Jerry Sneed of Charleston and 26-year-old Joel Williams of Pittston were arrested. Both are being charged with criminal mischief. In other news now, Lifelight Maine is sounding the alarm on the dangers of pointing lasers at aircrafts. Lifelight recently had an incident where a laser was pointed at one of their helicopters while the crew was flying back to base in Sanford. Luckily, no one was injured in the incident, but Chief Lifelight pilot Kirk Donovan says that everyone should be aware of the dangers of lasering aircrafts.
It can cause temporary blindness at the time of exposure. So the problem with that, obviously you can do the math in your head. Pilot being temporarily blinded is not a good idea, especially when we're flying 1,500 feet above the ground.
Donovan says the state of Maine has had 24 instances of people lasering aircrafts this year alone. All right, the time now is 8:07. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a new tiny home park in Bangor is ready to start taking applications for tenants for the cost of $1,300 a month. But before we go, let's take another quick look at that forecast. Rain is likely throughout the day today. It'll be pretty windy as well. High of 48 degrees for your Friday, dropping down to a low of 41 overnight. Not too frigid. Rain is likely throughout the night and into tomorrow. Rain and wind, high of 44 degrees for your Saturday. We'll be right back.
I got hurt by a big truck. Why did I call the twos?
Because life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money, and I'll fight to get it for you. We got a client who broke multiple bones in a commercial vehicle accident, $700,000. Another client had a brain injury, and we got them $1.15 million.
If you get hurt by a big truck, call the twos.
We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck? Call the twos. We win for you.
Central Maine Barns and Sheds, quality products built right here in Newport with a strong attention to detail. We have an incredible selection of pre-made options and would be more than happy to custom build a unit specifically for you. Central Maine Barns and Sheds has financing options available, including a rent-to-own program. We provide free delivery and setup within a 30-mile radius of any of our locations. Check out our full inventory at centralmainbarns.com or call for more information, 368-6177.
Did you know there's a detergent that gets your dishes up to 100% clean, even in an older dishwasher? Try Cascade Platinum Plus for sparkling clean dishes, even on the toughest jobs. Just scrape, load, and you're done. Switch to Cascade Platinum Plus.
When Northern Power Wash Company, located in Bangor, wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Northern Power Wash provides outstanding pressure washing, window and gutter cleaning services to Eastern and Central Maine. Call Todd at 881-3680 today for a free estimate.
Get ready for the holiday season. The Rotary Club of Bangor is excited to present the annual Festival of Lights Parade. This dazzling event lights up downtown Bangor and brings joy to thousands. Featuring marching bands, small and large floats, dancers, and other performing groups. And don't miss the grand finale as Santa himself arrives to spread holiday cheer. Join us Saturday, December 7th, starting at 4:30 p.m. Let's kick off the season together at the Festival of Lights Parade.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Well, big news this morning. After just over a year of construction, an entire village of tiny homes in Bangor is ready for tenants. Our David Ledford brings us a look inside the new units.
Bangor's first ever tiny home park is now accepting applications. Randall Park brings 30 new homes to the city amid a statewide housing shortage.
A real solution to a real problem.
Each 320 square foot unit includes a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen complete with appliances, and a heat pump. Renting a home costs $1,300 per month, which includes both water and sewer, while tenants are responsible for electricity. Developer and longtime Bangor landlord Louis Morrison says he wanted to keep the homes affordable while also being able to break even on the $4 million project cost.
It was really how fast can we put roofs over overheads, because people need them, because the housing shortage in Maine is unbelievable. At the end of the day, for us, it was going to be how much money have we spent to do this project? What's it going to take to, make that monthly mortgage payment on that project?
Morrison has been working with the city to bring the village to life for the past couple of years, and city officials say they're hoping other housing developers will look to the project as an example.
We're really excited about it. We're hoping that other developers will look at this as an option, to provide housing that's lower cost.
Pets will be allowed with a fee, and Morrison says tenants can begin moving in as soon as December 1st. To find application information, you can view the story on our website. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, it's a call to all aviation enthusiasts. The Bangor International Airport and an Augusta-based organization announced yesterday that they're opening a flight school. Our Doug Banks has the story.
One of the oldest civilian flight schools in the country has landed in Bangor.
So this is going to tell you how fast your engine is running?
Since 1946, Maine Instrument Flight has shown promising pilots the sky is the limit, and people in the greater Bangor region now have an opportunity to make aviation aspirations a reality. Back on the ground Thursday, Maine Instrument Flight announced the opening of their new flight school location at Bangor International Airport's General Aviation Terminal.
We're here in Maine, we're part of your community, and we're ready to start flight training.
The flight school, in its partnership with the University of Maine Augusta, is working to put more licensed pilots in the air.
Workforce development is a critical issue facing our state. And Bangor International Airport is excited to be part of bringing one of the most renowned flight schools in our country to our region.
Through the flight school, UMA offers the only Bachelor's in Aviation degree program in Maine.
These programs are designed to meet the evolving needs of the aviation industry, blending academic excellence with hands-on experience to create well-rounded, career-ready graduates.
And one of those graduates will be right alongside tomorrow's aeronauts.
My goal is honestly to go back to school. I would love to get a master's in biology, and I would love to combine like a pilot biologist role together. But I think for a lot of the other people I've went to school with, it was going to the airlines or kind of going through that route too. So there's different avenues you could take.
In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
That is so cool. That's very exciting. All right, well, on Thursday, the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced two of Maine's biggest snowmobiling communities have been awarded a combined $118,000. According to Maine Rural Development, the town of Herman will get about $90,000, and the Cold Mountain Snowmobile Club in Grand Isle will receive about $30,000. The money is allocated to purchase new trail grooming and snow grooming equipment. The Penobscot Snowmobile Club trail master Byron Ogden says it costs a lot to maintain Herman's 42 miles of snowmobile trails every year.
Well, you got this brush work, and the stuff grows like it's on steroids, literally. it can grow 4 or 5 feet in a summer. And so then you have the blowdowns, and we've got a bunch of those.
Ogden says investing in the club also benefits the local economy, attracting hundreds to the area each year. I bet folks who are part of that now just wish that we could get some snow. It's raining right now, and I know I got a memory in my phone yesterday saying this time around Thanksgiving, I think like 5 or 6 years ago, we had a snowstorm. So clubs like this just really want some snow, but either way, that's a win. It wasn't a great year for them last year, so this is a win for them. Very exciting. All right, the time now is 8:15. After the break, officials are saying this fall has been one of the driest on record. We'll hear how they want to mitigate that risk as Good Morning Maine continues.
Maine's largest network of parts has more reasons to shop this fall and more ways to keep you warm. Stock up and hit the road with Milwaukee's heated hoodies all winter long at the lowest price guaranteed. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or any commercial vehicle, we know how to get you the big money you may deserve.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you.
Find the perfect SUV for holiday adventures at Quirk locations statewide. Subaru Crosstrek will take you over the river and through the woods on your family road trip. Save over $3,400. Take on tailgating season with a sporty Hyundai Tucson, lease for $299 per month. The Jeep Compass Limited has ample space for your holiday packages, lease for $379 per month. For certified pre-owned SUVs, visit our Quirk Motor City used vehicle centers in Augusta, Bangor, Belfast, Portland, and Rockland. It's your SUV. Find it at Quirk statewide.
Downy does more to make clothes softer, fresher, and better, because your hoodie does more than complete your look. Like when it becomes her favorite place to cuddle. Downy is more than just a fabric softener. It breathes life into your laundry.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Maine's largest network of parts has more reasons to shop this fall and more ways to keep you warm. Stock up and hit the road with Milwaukee's heated hoodies all winter long at the lowest price guaranteed. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
The Maine Climate Council released the state's updated 4-year action plan on Thursday. It recognized progress that has already been made, including reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 30% since 1990 and exceeding the governor's goal of installing 100,000 heat pumps statewide. The updated plan calls for making Maine homes and businesses more energy efficient through weatherization and heat pump installation. It also calls for transitioning to renewable energy resources to reduce Maine's reliance on fossil fuels and by promoting electric vehicles to reduce carbon emissions. Governor Janet Mills says, quote, "Climate change is real and it is harming our lives, our health, and our economy. In the last 2 years alone, Maine has experienced 9 devastating natural disasters that have brought severe wind and flooding, prolonged power outages, and tens of millions in infrastructure damage. This updated climate action plan will build on my administration's work to make our communities more resilient to the impacts of climate change." Maine's drought task force met yesterday as officials say we're facing one of the driest falls on record. According to forest rangers, this drought has led to an unexpected increase in brush and wildfires all throughout the state. Our Grace Blanchard shares more.
According to members of the Maine Drought Task Force, much of the state has only received a month's worth of rainfall in the span of 3 months. These dry weather conditions have led to an increase in brush and wildfires this fall, leaving structures more vulnerable.
In Maine especially, where we're having brush fires, it's often right next door to somebody's house or their camp. There's a lot of values at risk in Maine when we're having these fires.
Ranger Richards says they are anticipating upcoming rain to help with this drought, but he says it won't be enough.
Inch of rain is going to help. It's going to give us a window where it will be a little bit safer to burn, but realistically, we need about 3 inches to get us out of the fire season. That rain can dry right up.
Members of the Holden Fire Department say they started putting away their forestry equipment well over a month ago.
I myself have been to 3 in the last week alone. Most of the state's been going out fairly frequently for the last month and a half.
Firefighter Gabe LeClaire says battling wild and brush fires is much different than the structure fires they are typically responding to.
Wildfires takes a lot of manpower, it takes a lot of time and a lot of resources, and in these smaller communities, especially that rely on volunteers, we just don't have that.
Forest rangers and firefighters encourage people to monitor the fire danger forecast frequently and obtain proper burn permits.
If you feel you shouldn't be burning or your fire department says that you shouldn't be burning, please don't. Just be careful. It's better to do it another day than to risk it and have it get out of control on you.
To learn more, visit our website, foxbangor.com. In Holden, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Fire can get out of control really quickly. Speaking from personal experience. Okay, and of course this rain that we're getting right now only helps a little bit. As Grace was saying in that package, we need about 3 months worth of rain to really help this problem. So on that note, let's get a look at the forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Irish Collision Center. Irish Collision Center offers expert repairs with a 3D frame measuring system, aluminum repair equipment. Our recent expansion boosts capacity, faster service. We're dedicated to quality every time. Visit us today. Here we go. So we do have some advisories posted. Gale warnings will be expiring this morning. We'll monitor these to see if they get extended because of the active surf. We also have a small craft advisory that is up until 11 a.m. this morning, right along the coast again because of that active surf, with wave heights right about in here, still at around 11 feet or so. So that is why we have gale warnings up at this time. But for now on land, we are watching rain tracking in from the southwest and going to the north and east. Not a whole lot last night, but this morning we will be watching for more rain that will be tracking in, and this will be a common idea throughout the daytime period today. So it will be a wet one. Make sure you're ready for that with this area low pressure here that's tracking off to the north and east, and now will also bring some gusty winds with it as well. So let's move forward here. So here's the rain that will be passing through this morning. We'll track this off to the north and east, maybe some snow further off towards the north. We catch a little bit of a break by this evening, but then overnight, here we go again as we head towards the weekend. More rain and gusty winds will be on the way, so make sure you're ready for that, and maybe some snow further off towards the north. Then the system will start to track off towards the north and east as we head towards Saturday night and the parts of Sunday morning, and maybe a little bit of snow mixing in before we're all finished up as well. As for the rainfall, I'm just going to run this all the way through the weekend. We have plenty of water on the way, around 1 to 2 inches of rain possible before we're all finished up. Some good beneficial moisture on the way as we're still in drought here across our neck of the woods. Here's the gusty winds reaching up to around 30 miles per hour in our neck of the woods today, backing off for a bit later on tonight. But once we head towards tomorrow, gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour, maybe a little bit higher to the south and east, cannot be ruled out either. So for today, here we go, upper 40s, rain likely. It will be windy, and that east wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, lower 40s, rain likely, northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, mid 40s, rain likely, also windy, and that north wind getting up to around 25 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Irish Collision Center. A morning chance for rain and snow on Sunday with highs in the mid 40s. Otherwise, partly cloudy for your Monday with highs in the mid 40s, and mid 40s again for your Tuesday with a chance for rain and snow showers.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in a test drive?
Absolutely. There's the all-new Kicks, the new Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue.
Swiffer Sweeper Dry traps 2 times more dust and hair for a clean even Mom approves of.
Nice reach.
Brooms can just push stuff around, but Swiffer grabs dirt and even traps the hair. Swiffer, the mother of all cleans. Love it or your money back.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Little Miss Davis Sweets and Treats, a home-based business that specializes in homemade baked goods. Everything I bake is made to order. I specialize in baking homemade fudge, brownies, cupcakes, giant cookies, and large gingerbread men.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
At China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, we're serving up your Chinese favorites. Our food is delicious, our staff is friendly, and our service is fast. Open Tuesday through Sunday, call ahead, order online, or just stop by. Enjoy our indoor dining for the full experience, or get takeout that the whole family will enjoy. We'll make sure your cravings are satisfied. China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, where tradition meets flavor.
Pictionary.
Let's see if Team Jaleel can steal this. I'm gonna say garbage truck.
Pencil us in.
When somebody steals, I don't know why, it is so much fun.
Fun for them.
Yeah. 5 days a week.
Weekdays at 10 on Fox 22.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in test drive?
Absolutely. There's the all-new Kicks, the new Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Nissan offers 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Well, Matt Gaetz is out. Pam Bondi is in. Trump naming Bondi as new nominee for Attorney General. Gaetz taking himself out of the running yesterday. Bondi is the former Attorney General of Florida and a longtime Trump ally. She's been supporting Trump since his first term back in 2016. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington.
This morning, President-elect Trump with a new nomination for Attorney General Pam Bondi. Trump's first pick, Matt Gaetz, taking himself out of the running. Gaetz saying he did not want to be a distraction to the administration. Gaetz' nomination shadowed by allegations of drug use and paying young women for sex. Allegations Gaetz denies.
I can tell you he surrounds himself with a lot, all strong, bright, brilliant women.
Bondi is the former Attorney General of Florida and a longtime Trump ally.
She's very deceptive. You look and you say, I wonder, is she tough? Oh, she's tough. She's scary tough, but she's fair, right?
Bondi served on Trump's legal team during his first impeachment and filed unsuccessful lawsuits claiming voter fraud in 2020.
We have just filed a motion in federal court for immediate injunctive relief to shut down the voting process.
Trump's pick for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth facing his own controversy. According to a police report from 2017, Hegseth allegedly cornered a woman in a hotel room, took her phone, and blocked the door with his body. The woman claims Hegseth sexually assaulted her, and she remembered saying no a lot. Hegseth was not charged and denies the allegations.
The matter was fully investigated, and I was completely cleared.
It comes as former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is slamming Trump's pick for Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard. Haley claiming Gabbard sympathizes with China, Russia, Iran, and Syria.
Now she's defended Russia, she's defended Syria, she's defended Iran, and she's defended China. No, she has not denounced any of these views.
A Trump spokesperson is defending Gabbard, saying she has the necessary experience to help resolve global conflicts. She is a combat veteran and former Democratic Congresswoman. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
The International Criminal Court, also known as the ICC, issues arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, among others. The court announcing the arrest warrants for Netanyahu on Thursday, as well as former Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant and Hamas's military commander Mohammed Deif. The ICC alleges they committed war crimes and crimes against humanity during the war between Israel and Hamas, including the use of starvation as a weapon and directing attacks against civilians, including children. The Israeli military says Deif was killed in an airstrike in Gaza in July. Both Israel and Hamas have rejected the allegations. The fighting in Ukraine intensifies once again, with Russia allegedly firing a nuclear-capable ICBM on Thursday. Fox News correspondent Trey Yingst has more from Kyiv.
There's a new possible escalation in the Ukraine war. On Thursday, the Ukrainian Air Force said Russia launched an intercontinental ballistic missile, or ICBM, at the city of Dnipro. It's the first time the Russians have used this type of missile, typically reserved for carrying nuclear warheads, since the start of the war.
Our crazy neighbor once again showed what he really is and how he despises dignity, freedom, and human life in general, and how afraid he is. He is so afraid that he uses new missiles.
But it's still not clear if it was an ICBM. Ukraine hasn't yet provided any proof, and Moscow is keeping quiet. A Kremlin spokesperson was asked about it during a briefing, started to answer, and was then cut off by a mysterious phone call. telling her, quote, "We don't comment on it at all." After that, she refused to get into specifics about the war.
This objectively leads to the undermining of strategic stability in order to exert forceful pressure on Russia.
If it's confirmed, the ICBM attack could be a response to Ukraine's use of American and British-supplied long-range missiles. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is working hard to shore up his country's supply of those missiles, with a possible pause in U.S. military aid coming in January.
2025 looks like being the crunch year, especially bearing in mind the new Donald Trump presidency, which will be transformational.
The Russian Defense Ministry says it shot down a number of those American and British missiles on Thursday, in addition to 67 Ukrainian drones. In Kyiv, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
And right after the break, we'll have the community calendar to check out some holiday events going on this weekend. This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
I got hurt in a car accident, but I don't have time to deal with a lawyer.
Sure you do. It's easier than you think to hire Lowry and Associates. Just call the twos.
We can tell you in just a few minutes if you may have a case. And that free call could mean the difference of thousands of dollars for you.
The initial call to Lowry and Associates was just a few minutes, and they settled my case for $150,000.
Hurt in a car accident? I'm your go-to guy.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do? Call 222-2222.
Let your creativity run free at the Creative Arts Center, where we offer fun and affordable activities for all ages. Birthday parties, pottery wheel classes, painting lessons, or just for the fun of it. Get fired up for glazing projects as well as acrylics. We offer a wide selection of ceramic products for you to choose from, and we have thousands of pieces ready to paint. We are a Paragon kiln dealer and a Laguna Clay distributor. Stop by the Creative Arts Center today, located just off the Joshua Chamberlain Bridge in Brewer. The Creative Arts Center, where your only limitation is your imagination.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith, and today is Friday, November 21st, 2024. Happy Friday. And today is National Go for a Ride Day. I know the weather isn't really great for it right now, but maybe save it for another day. But if you're feeling stressed or maybe need a change of scenery, if you can, maybe consider going for a drive. Drives with or without a destination can be a great way to get out of your own head, see new things, and set yourself free. Just remember to be safe, buckle up, and be careful of hydroplaning, especially on days like today where we're going to get quite a bit of rain. Just, follow your sense of wanderlust. I know when it's kind of not great outside or chilly outside, normally I'm a big walker and I'll still walk when it's not great outside, but it's even more exciting to maybe go for a drive. I love going to find a new antique store or something like that. Okay. All right, now let's learn some history, some events that occurred on this day. On this day in 1718, Blackbeard the Pirate was reportedly killed off the coast of North Carolina. His real name was Edward Teach, but he took on this name due to, of course, his long black beard and frightening appearance. He was known and feared off of the American colonies up until his death. And of course, he was the inspiration for so much literature and stories and stuff like that about pirates for hundreds of years after. I mean, we're still influenced by him to this day. All right, in 1927, the first snowmobile patent was granted, a really useful invention there, and fun one too. In 1954, the Humane Society formed in Washington, D.C. I think that also makes today National Humane Society Day. I'm pretty sure that's another national holiday today, so support your local Humane Society today. And in 1963, this is the major news as far as on this day in history events go. United States President John F. Kennedy on this day in 1963 was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald while riding, of course, in an open-topped motorcade in Dallas, Texas. In 1986, 20-year-old Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history when he stopped title holder Trevor Berbick in round 2. A really iconic photo here. It's interesting to think about how in his recent fight with Jake Paul was a little bit older than what Mike was when he first won that first major match. All right, and in 1991, the film The Addams Family, starring Raul Julia, Angelica Houston, and Christina Ricci, was first released. A really big film right there. You'd think they'd kind of try to have it be around Halloween time, but I get it. Love that film. Okay, now let's check out some birthdays. Actress Scarlett Johansson is 40 years old today. Jamie Lee Curtis is 66, and Mark Ruffalo is 57. All actors today, and all extremely talented actors as well. They've built really lasting careers for themselves. Happy birthday to them. All right, moving on now. Rain is likely throughout the day today, wind as well, so it's going to be kind of chilly. Not the best day to do a really fancy hairdo. So let's get a look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Hey, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Irish Collision Center. Irish Collision Center offers expert repairs with a 3D frame measuring system, aluminum repair equipment. Our recent expansion boosts capacity, faster service. We're dedicated to quality every time. Visit us today. Here we go. So we do have a small crowd advisory that is posted until 11 a.m. this morning, just right off the coast here. And other areas also under a gale warning through this morning as well. So these advisories are starting to drop later this morning as the wave heights start to go down just a bit. But we are watching some more activity that's moving in from the south and west and going to the north and east. A little bit of rain overnight, but now there's a little bit more further down to the south that we'll be tracking in throughout the daytime period today. So it will be a wet one for us. So raincoats and umbrellas will be your friends, along with some windshield wipers if you're going to be driving out and about today as well. So futurecast moving forward, plenty of rain passing through. It will start to back off for a while this evening, with more rain on the way as we head towards early Saturday morning, along with those gusty winds. Today, those gusty winds can reach up to around 25 to even 30 miles per hour at times, backing off for a bit overnight. But then once we head towards tomorrow, we will be watching the winds going up again. Upper 40s today, rain likely. It will be windy, and that east wind gusting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing rain on the way, with temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Of course, it does look like we're getting rain today and tomorrow, which makes for kind of a bummer of a weekend. But don't worry, don't fret. There's plenty of indoor events going on this weekend. So let's get a look at that community calendar to see those holiday-themed events. Kicking off today, the 13th Annual Festival of Trees at the Anna Shriners Temple in Bangor. That's always a cool way to do your Christmas shopping and have some fun, too. Kind of southern Maine now, but this is a big event at LL Bean. It's the Northern Lights opening. It's their tree lighting ceremony featuring live music and all sorts of fun stuff. And a candle and charcuterie class tonight at Downtown Charcuterie in Brewer. Make sure to register in advance. That's up on Facebook if you want to register for that. And tomorrow now for Saturday, Christmas fair at St. Joe's Catholic Church and Rectory in Brewer from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. All Souls is having their annual bazaar at the church in Bangor. That's always a really fun way to do your Christmas shopping. Holiday market at the Skihan Recreation Center in Hamden from 9 to 2. The Winterport Craft Fair at the Leroy H. Smith School. That's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow. A holiday craft fair at the Eastern Area Agency on Aging at the Durgeon Center in Brewer. That is a benefit, so that's a great way to spend your money as well. And of course, the Maine Harvest Festival, a big annual event in Bangor as well on Saturday. And I believe that goes all weekend as well. Don't trust me on that, though. I got to double check my information. Okay, right after the break, Tyler Cruz will have our sports updates. Plus, we'll have some folks from the Penobscot Theater Company in Bangor talking about their upcoming holiday film, or not holiday film, holiday play. We'll be right back with the information.
Don't get cold feet this winter. Stay warm and dry with high-performance footwear from Comfort Shoes and More. With an extensive selection of winter boots rated from 0 to minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll find comfort in knowing your feet will be warm in any weather. Discover the latest in functional and fashionable footwear with grippers built right into the sole, with boots in stock up to 6E and size 17 for men and women. Take the drive to Newport for a sit and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
Doing the job has really connected me with a lot of people in the community.
You get to meet a whole bunch of different people.
Here we go.
Once you do it and you get to know them, it's not a job anymore. It's coming home to another family.
You can definitely make it a full-time job, or you can make it a couple hours a week.
This job is all about giving back to the society. It's a place where you show people you care.
Incoming dishes! Doc! Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. It even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those suds got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
The marathon of life can be challenging.
Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
I found the body.
Fox's new mystery series, Murder in a Small Town, is compelling with killer guest stars, and you can watch it anytime.
Somebody's lying to me.
Murder in a Small Town, all new Tuesdays on Fox, and watch anytime on Hulu.
The University of Maine Black Bears take on the New Hampshire Wildcats, Saturday at 1 on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. High school football state championships are this Saturday, and the Herman Hawks will look to make history by bringing home the school's first ever gold ball. Jack Webb has the story.
Like Coach says, we're always wanting to be remembered, and I think we're going to be remembered this year.
The Herman Hawks made history on Saturday, winning their first ever Northern Maine championship and punching their ticket to their first ever state championship game.
I get happy in the game of football. That's probably the happiest I've ever been. Just doing something that the program's never accomplished and being one of the players on the team at the time.
It wasn't easy, as Saturday was the Hawks' third regional final appearance in 4 years, but they finally got over the hump.
So it goes back to the first days. Everybody that's put their blood, sweat, and tears into this program. Every year there's been groundwork that's been laid, and we took care of business this Saturday, so we got one more.
What was the difference?
Work ethic and our camaraderie out of football. Like, we do everything together outside of football. Doesn't even have to be related to it. We're a team outside and inside football.
They all love each other. The bond that they have is special. It really is.
Herman will take on Freiburg Academy this Saturday as the Hawks will look to bring home a gold ball and solidify their position as the greatest team in school history. They'll lean on the grit and determination that led them here.
More hard work. It's just another football game at the end of the day, so another 48 minutes of hard work, and I think we can come out on top.
Just toughness. We run the ball right down their gut. We're going to be good.
The harsh reality is that no matter what happens on Saturday, it'll be the last time this trailblazing senior class will get to strap up that white helmet.
It's kind of scary. We've been playing since third grade, tackle football. It's kind of scary, but it's kind of cool. It's all coming to an end. Might as well put it all on the field.
I say it all the time. We could be 0-8 with these guys right now, and I'd have a blast. So the win, lose, or draw, the sad part about Saturday is that this season's over. I could spend another 3 years with these guys.
Herman and Freiburg will battle at Lewiston High School on Saturday. Kickoff is slated for 11 a.m. From Herman, Jack Webb, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Jack. Wishing them luck on Saturday. We will head over to Alfond Arena now, where the Black Bears are preparing to take on their bitter rival, the University of New Hampshire. This will be Maine's first meeting of the year with the Wildcats, who currently sit at 4-3-2 on the year. It's just a standalone game on Friday with a full series coming later in the season at the Alfond. Their last meeting was in the Hockey East playoffs back in March, where Maine ended the Wildcats season by a score of 5-0. Maine head coach Ben Barr says, yes, there is the buzz about the rivalry game, but for his team right now, it's about trying to get a road win in Hockey East.
For us, it's a chance to go into a really hostile building against a good team and test ourselves. And we failed that test 2 weeks ago when we went down to BC. So that's more what I'm excited about, seeing, like, can we take a step as a program and go to a really tough place, and knowing that, the odds are stacked against you and get a job done.
Our puck drop at 7 p.m. on Friday. To the basketball court now, staying with the University of Maine. Maine women's hoops coming off of a home loss to Harvard, looking to rebound on the road. The Black Bears at Boston University trying to grab a win over the Terriers. First quarter, Maine off to a hot start. Sarah Talon fights for the offensive rebound, gets it out to Esta Blauenfeld. She pulls the three and gets it to go. Maine led by 12 early on. Second quarter, it's a little closer now. Blauenfeld on the baseline makes a beautiful move inside, gets the Euro step layup to go. She had a career-high 24 points. Tie game before half. Terriers have it now. Alex Giannaros, nice pass to Allison Schwertner. She gets it to go before the break. BU leads by 2 at the half. Second half now, former Hamden Academy Bronco Bella McLaughlin has it, goes baseline, makes a move, and gets it to fall. 14 points for Bella. Maine gets within 5, but they fall 67-57. All right, back to some hockey now. The Bruins firing former Maine Black Bear Jim Montgomery on Tuesday after a 5-1 loss to Columbus. So Joe Sacco behind the bench for his debut on Thursday night. The Medford, Mass native trying to get a win in his first game as Bruins interim head coach against the Utah Hockey Club. Second period, Bruins on the power play, good puck movement. It gets inside to Elias Lindholm. It's been a while since he's found the back of the net. That makes it 1-0 Bruins. To the third, now Utah with it, and they are looking to tie it up. Winger Lawson Krause has it. He rips a shot on net. Watch this. It goes off the post and then off the helmet of Jonas Korpisalo. It's a game of inches there, but it stays 1-0 Bruins. Final minute now, 5-on-5 with the empty net from Juha, and they get a great chance. Krause finds Nick Schmaltz, but Korpisalo comes away with the save, and the Bruins are back in the win column with a 1-0 victory.
I thought our guys really dug in here tonight. You know, a lot of gratitude to them because of the way they played. And, you know, we just wanted to try to make sure that our energy level was good, that we focused on, you know, not the outcome, but the process.
That is all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Hey babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE?
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes?
Dad, 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
As a child, you just couldn't keep me out of the puddles. That's where the acorn essentially was planted. As we got started, we had nothing in the bank, we were cash poor. That was just a one-man show. The support of my credit union, starting the business, the banking advice, when you can call them and they're there for you, that's tremendous. It's been a great asset for me and for my company's growth. It's really an exciting time, and my credit union made that possible.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage. Doing business the right way every day.
Dad, I got a huge barbecue wing stain.
This bottle says I need a pre-treat.
That stuff has way more water. A little bit of Tide goes a long way. So you can save your shirt and maybe even a little money.
More money for nights at the library.
Right.
For a better clean with less, it's got to be Tide.
When Northern Power Wash Company, located in Bangor, wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Northern Power Wash provides outstanding pressure washing, window and gutter cleaning services to Eastern and Central Maine. Call Todd at 881-3680 today for a free estimate.
U.S. Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro.
The first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Spread the word.
And don't forget camera control. It'll blow you away.
Get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm here with Malia Lizette and Ken Stack. They're in this year's production at Penobscot Theater Company of A Christmas Carol, one of my personal favorites, so I'm so biased. Guys, thanks for joining us this morning.
Hello. It's our pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
And we look forward to doing Christmas Carol as many times as we possibly can. It has been a holiday tradition with the Penobscot Theater to do A Christmas Carol. And this year's production is a brand new production, completely redesigned, re-envisioned, and it's very, very true to the spirit of Dickens' 181-year-old story that's still been, you know, the traditional ghost story of Christmas.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So there's some really neat things about the technical aspects.
Oh, I mean, the sets are incredible.
Which
we'll
you
start
would
there.
know, right?
I would, yes,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
someone who has to stand on the sets. Oh my gosh, the sets are absolutely incredible. Dan Bilodeau did an incredible job at recreating, honestly, London in that time period. It's probably one of the most intricate sets I think I've ever been on.
Yeah, and you're from LA, right? So
Yeah, I live in Los
saying
Angeles.
something.
I'm literally here just to do this play.
Yeah. Well, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. So on top of having just an absolutely incredible just look to the show, we have Kevin Koski as well, who did just brand new costumes. They're pretty much handmade, him and his lovely assistant who spent so much time in the shop creating these beautiful gowns and beautiful pieces.
And the one that you're wearing is pretty petrifying, right? That's what we're
yes,
advertising it as.
Yes, one of the ones I get to play, because I'm playing Belle, but I'm also playing the Ghost of Christmas Future, and
that's my favorite one.
Oh gosh,
I love an ominous character.
All the ghosts are great.
They're
Absolutely
incredible.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
In addition, this production features original music written by Lawrence Fingerhut, which uses some traditional carols, but then new pieces he's composed himself, and he underscores a great deal of the show, so the richness and the texture of each scene is just amazing. There are times when we're in rehearsal, I'm just listening to what he has written with for piano, violin, and cello, and I'm just brought to tears.
Oh, I was just going to say, absolutely. We had you guys
your
on.
Belle scene, his music just makes you
Belle
cry
always
every
makes
time.
me cry because I get it. I get it. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of Scrooges. This always holds up. I was saying, we were talking before because you were here last year to promote this show, and I went back and I listened to the audiobook. Of course, I didn't get in last year. I'm making a point of it, of going this year because I missed out last year. It was sold out, but I listened to the audiobook, and I'm always brought to tears by this story. It's so relevant. Always.
It is. That's why people love to see it year after year.
Yeah.
We go into previews on November 29th.
Yep.
And then the show opens November 30th and runs through December 22nd. And you can get tickets at the box office, which is open Tuesdays through Fridays from 12 to 5, and then 3 hours before each performance. Or go to penobscottheater.org or call, what's the number? 942-3333.
You are all over it. Did you misspeak by saying it goes through November 22nd? It must go through
December
22nd.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I totally misspeak.
That's okay. You remembered everything
December
else.
22nd. Yes.
That
we
makes
don't
more
work
sense.
it backwards,
Right.
except that
I'd be
Scrooge
pretty
does it.
impressed.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So there's plenty of options for folks to go to.
Yes.
Guys, thanks so much for coming on this morning.
Thank you for
our
having
pleasure.
us.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm excited to see you guys on stage.
Great.
We'll see you guys
Send
in
it
the
over
audience.
to Devin Biggs for the full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Irish Collision Center. Irish Collision Center offers expert repairs with a 3D frame measuring system, aluminum repair equipment. Our recent expansion boosts capacity, faster service. We're dedicated to quality every time. Visit us today. Here we go. So we do have some advisories posted. Gale warnings will be expiring this morning. We'll monitor these to see if they get extended because of the active surf. We also have a small craft advisory that is up until 11 a.m. this morning, right along the coast again because of that active surf, with wave heights right about in here, still at around 11 feet or so. So that is why we have gale warnings up at this time. But for now on land, we are watching rain tracking in from the southwest and going to the north and east. Not a whole lot last night, but this morning we will be watching for more rain that will be tracking in, and this will be a common idea throughout the daytime period today. So it will be a wet one. Make sure you're ready for that with this area low pressure here that's tracking off to the north and east, and now will also bring some gusty winds with it as well. So let's move forward here. So here's the rain that will be passing through this morning. We'll track this off to the north and east, maybe some snow further off towards the north. We catch a little bit of a break by this evening, but then overnight, here we go again as we head towards the weekend. More rain and gusty winds will be on the way, so make sure you're ready for that, and maybe some snow further off towards the north. Then the system will start to track off towards the north and east as we head towards Saturday night and the parts of Sunday morning, and maybe a little bit of snow mixing in before we're all finished up as well. As for the rainfall, I'm just going to run this all the way through the weekend. We have plenty of water on the way, around 1 to 2 inches of rain possible before we're all finished up. Some good beneficial moisture on the way as we're still in drought here across our neck of the woods. Here's the gusty winds reaching up to around 30 miles per hour in our neck of the woods today, backing off for a bit later on tonight. But once we head towards tomorrow, gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour, maybe a little bit higher to the south and east, cannot be ruled out either. So for today, here we we go. Upper 40s, rain likely. It will be windy, and that east wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, lower 40s, rain likely. Northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, mid 40s, rain likely, also windy, and that north wind getting up to around 25 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Irish Collision Center. A morning chance for rain and snow on Sunday with highs in the mid 40s. Otherwise, partly cloudy for your Monday with highs in the mid 40s, and mid 40s again for your Tuesday with a chance for rain and snow showers.
I got hurt in a car accident, but hiring a lawyer sounds like such a hassle.
We can tell you in just a few minutes if you may have a case. And that free call could mean the difference of thousands of dollars for you. I'm your go-to guy. Call
222-2222. Nothing feels as good as driving a new Hyundai. And now you can get a great deal on your favorite model at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Plus, every Hyundai is backed by America's Best Warranty. Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this offer ends. Make your next getaway your best one yet. Get an all-wheel drive Santa Fe for 1.99% APR for up to 72 months or lease for $269 a month. Hurry in.
This year, take the time to melt into your holiday moments with Lindor. Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Downy does more to make clothes softer, fresher, and better because your hoodie does more than complete your look. Like when it becomes her favorite place to cuddle. Downy is more than just a fabric softener. It breathes life into your laundry.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
The brand new Chung Li Chinese restaurant, located in the Waterville Concourse, offers truly delicious, authentic cooking with the best poo-poo platter in the area. Lunch specials and dinner combinations available for dine-in, takeout, and delivery.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
And for the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Melissa Adan.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Last summer, Barbie and Oppenheimer created the box office phenomenon known as Barbenheimer, with many seeing the two vastly different films as a double feature. This year, we have Glicked, Gladiator 2, and Wicked Part 1.
You're green.
Both hitting theaters at the same time. But will this lineup recapture the Barbenheimer magic?
Popular. I know about popular.
Wicked adapts the popular Broadway musical with Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba and Ariana Grande as Glinda.
There are victories yet still to come.
Meanwhile, Ridley Scott's epic Gladiator 2 stars Paul Mescal and Denzel Washington and picks up where Russell Crowe's Maximus left off in the first film, which won the Best Picture Oscar in 2001. As for what's hitting streaming this weekend, Netflix has the new Ted Danson comedy, A Man on the Inside, the family drama, The Piano Lesson, and the animated film Spellbound.
Who needs men when you've got good music, great vibes, and the best gals?
Over on Max, The Sex Lives of College Girls returns for season 3, and on Starz, Outlander kicks off part 2 of its 7th season. And actor Mark Ruffalo is 57 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Wicked looks really exciting. I've been seeing that everywhere. All right, well, a health expert is weighing in on why sleeping with the TV on might not be good for your health. I should take note. I usually do this. Dr. Chivona Childs, a psychologist with the Cleveland Clinic, says some people like to sleep with a show on or a movie on to help them from keeping their mind from racing or from feeling lonely. While this may feel like it's helping in the moment, Childs says the blue light from your TV or phone can impact your quality of sleep. Past research has shown that blue light exposure, can prevent the body from releasing melatonin, a key factor in regulating the sleep cycle. She recommends reading, journaling, meditating, or listening to calming music before bed instead of keeping the TV on. Definitely don't be watching slashers and movies where people are screaming. I gotta take my own advice. Okay, the official White House Christmas tree was cut down this week in North Carolina. A 20-foot-tall Fraser fir was selected at Cartner's Christmas Tree Farm in Avery County. The tree was selected from a national contest hosted by the National Christmas Tree Association. The Fraser fir has been chosen as a White House tree 16 times, the most of any other Christmas tree species. Video shows Santa Claus posing with the tree on Wednesday morning. Workers are seen tying up the tree and using a crane to place it gently on a transport truck as it begins its commute to Washington. And it's likely already there. All right, looks like we're running out of time. If you missed anything, if you want a recap of any of those holiday events this weekend, head to foxbangor.com, and I hope you have a lovely weekend.
Today on 25 Words or Less, from Superstore, the show some online communities are already calling retrospectively problematic. It's Colton Dunn!